Hey, it's Jason with jams.net. Thanks for tuning in. Today I want to talk about my 2023 Ford Maverick XL Hybrid and what I intend to do with the bed. I am going to be installing a Linex bedliner, so I want to show the bed after about 6-7 months of using it and why I always intended to do this, but I'm doing it much quicker than I anticipated. So let me go ahead and show you my reasoning behind it and give you a little more detail about this truck and how I use it. And I absolutely love this Ford Maverick. It's doing exactly what I want. I have about 10,000 or so miles on it. But again, this is the absolute base model. And I've slowly been adding things to it, which you can see on my other YouTube videos. Now, that truck has about 300,000 miles. It is a 2003 Chevy Silverado. I bought it brand new. And I spec'd a work truck edition, vinyl floors. This is what I use to haul things with and do big projects. Linex bedliner. This is 20-year-old spray-in bedliner over the rail. You can see it's faded. This was the basic liner. But it has done amazing things for me. It's held up great. You can see there's some missing right there as an example from taking a shovel and shoveling stuff out. You can see where I've hit it with a tractor loading things and it flexed with it. You can see I have a big hit here and it cracked. It's starting to lift a little bit. So 20 years though, I would say this has done good things for me. Now, the reality is, I don't think this Ford Maverick is going to be with me until 2044 or 43, which would be 20 years. I just don't think it's going to last like that big V8 Silverado. But I need to protect the bed. I was putting this off because I do light hauling. I work in IT architecture for a living for a software company. I have a small business on the side where I have a building, a commercial building, and I haul and restore old antiques. You've probably seen it on this YouTube channel, along with restoration of some of the Land Rovers and other cars that I collect. But light hauling, this bed has taken a beating. You can see all of these scratches everywhere, sliding stuff in, it digging in, stuff digging in here. You can see marks up here. There's actually a dent up there where something pushed. This is a basic truckette, as I call it. It's not that beefy, and if I let this thing go any longer, my gut tells me, and see right there, some of those marks, big ones there, that this bed is just going to only get so decrepit. Then I am concerned with this exposed metal. They'll con for about 8 inches of snow, and they put brine down on the roads and way too much salt where I live. I'm afraid that moisture will get up in here. Now, I've been riding with that soft top, or I've removed it for this install, but I don't want this stuff to start rusting because this truck seems like it is gonna decay away. It does not seem like it is as solid as some of the other vehicles I own. And I don't want to have a bed that starts getting rust and then put a Linex over it. I want to try to keep it as pure as I can. You can see some more right there. You can see some stuff under the railing. So this is the before I install the Linex bed liner. It's going in next week. I'm going to do under the rail. You can't do like I have with that Silverado because of this plastic, but presumably it would go up underneath the tailgate, and I'm doing the base install. So I'm going to pause this video. I'm going to restart it when I get to the facility, and maybe I'll even be able to show some of the install process. Stay tuned. Okay, it's Jason. So I just got back. They finished doing the bed liner. Let's take a peek at it and see what it's all about. So I went with the standard liner, which is just the cheapest option. To do the 2023 Ford Maverick, it was $600 was the cost. I just got, you know, a standard black liner. And they say don't put anything heavy in it for like a day or so. So I'm going to kind of be low-key with it. But you can see really nice edging here. It goes up and underneath the bed rail. They would have removed this back and put it back on. I think all the seams and everything looks really nice. So it has a little bit of a gritty texture. In my Silverado, it took 20 years for that gritty texture to come off and get a little smoother. Some say if you don't get the premium one, it will fade. I'm a little less concerned about fading or anything like that. So overall, I'm pretty darn pleased with the bed liner. As you saw at the beginning of this video, even having only had this vehicle about 10,000 miles and not doing any significant hauling, but project hauling for the side business, it was getting scratched up pretty bad. And I didn't want that where I live because of road salt, it could rust it. I also like that I can get in here without it being as slick. And it's a black truck with a black lining. I think it turned out super nice. I absolutely love Linex. I mentioned to the guy, I said, hey, I had this done in 2003 in my Silverado. I was like, tell me about this lifetime warranty. He's like, oh yeah, if any pieces come up, they replace it. I said, well, could you do my Silverado? And he said, yeah, bring it in. We should be able to do it. I gave him the VIN number. He's going to attempt to look it up in the system and get approval. But if that really is the case, they really stand behind their product. Regardless, they'll absolutely love these. And I think it's a smart move on the Ford Maverick, or really any pickup truck for that matter. Much better than a drop-in bed liner, which holds water underneath and such. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this video useful, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel.